welcome to the Cash for College Scholarship Workshop. I am Monique Wiltz. I am the Director of Student Success for the College of Technology, and I have Wafiq Ahmad and Fernando Hernandez who will be joining me to facilitate the workshop. Wafiq and Fernando, can you tell everyone who you are?
My name is Wafiq Ahmed. I'm a program manager in the College of Technology. So I work with the different student orgs and different initiatives we have in the college.
And I'm Fernando Hernandez. I'm an academic advisor for construction management and supply chain and logistics technology students.
Thank you. All right, guys, we are going to get started. So, some of the learning objectives today for this workshop, I will go over tips on how to improve your essays, your scholarship essays, talk about the scholarship universe and other scholarship options. Wafik is going to talk about our COT scholarships and go over a checklist that you all can use when you are applying for COT scholarships. And then Fernando is going to give some tips from the advisor standpoint on how to maintain your GPA and get the scholarship you want. All right. So, improving your essays. Almost every scholarship is going to require that you write an essay. That essay needs to be clear, purposeful. It's a personal essay. First thing you need to do though is read and reread to make sure that you are answering the question that they may be asking on the essay. You can have two types of scholarships that you apply for, a merit based or a need based, but either one may ask you to write an essay. So when you read the scholarship requirements, it may ask you, for example, demonstrate an interest in contributing to the community through participation in community service activities. If you have not done much community service, you should not apply to that scholarship. So, but if you have, then you, in your essay, you want to make sure you're answering this question because that is what they're going to be looking for when they're deciding if you should get the scholarship over another applicant. So if they don't specify or ask you for a certain topic to answer in the essay, then you can kind of follow these tips. Okay. And you can even follow the tips if it is specific. How did a life experience change you? What did you learn from it, that experience? How can you apply it in the future? How does it relate to your academic or career goals? Some of the scholarships, which you'll see in the scholarship universe, which I'll show you soon, are very specific and they want to know that you are going to be this amazing doctor one day and why do you want to be this amazing doctor, things like that. So if it's a scholarship related to academics like that, you want to make sure that you talk about your experience related to that and your career goals. um, what do you want the scholarship committee to learn from you about that experience? How did it change you? If it did, why you? You want your tone to be confident, dynamic action verbs, positive adjectives, always keep it positive. And also, if you have unique life experience and background, so if you're a first gen student, meaning you would be the first in your family to graduate from college, that's huge. That's something that you can mention. That is something that you can talk about how the difficulties you may have had being a first gen student up until getting where you are now. If you're a student athlete, you can talk about that. And even being an international student, being in a new place, all of those experiences make you who you are. And it's a good idea to include that in some way in your essay. Organizations, community involvement, always good to put as well. If you are like me, my background is in chemistry. I was not a good writer. I'm still a pretty average writer. I utilize writing resources a lot. So go to the UH Writing Center, have them read your essay, have them critique it, have them help you. That's why they're there. So that's scholarship essays. So the universe. Some of you may have used the UH Scholarship Universe. I'm gonna actually go to the page and kind of walk you through it a little bit. And then there's some other UH scholarships as well that are on UH's website, which may not be necessarily be on the scholarship universe. So let's go to This is how you go Access UH. So you go to your Access UH account. If you're not familiar with the Scholarship Universe, it's right there. Click on it. And here it is. So you would answer some questions right here if you've never created an account. And after you answer those questions, it's going to show you all of the school scholarships you qualify for and outside scholarships. So I'm going to click on scholarships just to show you. So this is what it's telling me of all the outside scholarships that I qualify for. I didn't complete my account yet, so it's not showing me any of the internal scholarships that I would apply for. But most of these, when you apply, it'll take you to an external website to go through the application process. This scholarship in particular, I will tell you, Be Art. I went on and Googled Be Art presets to find out who they were, and I actually found a contact person. So it's okay to Google some of the names of these scholarships to get more information because you might get a contact person that maybe you can reach out to and say, "Hi, I applied for this scholarship, da 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 da," especially if you haven't heard anything for 2 to 3 months after you apply. Pay attention to the deadlines. It's very important. There's no extensions on scholarships. Usually you got to hit the deadline. Another great thing about the scholarship universe is you can store your documents right here, your resume, things like that, that you're going to need when you're applying, your personal essay and all of that stuff. But if you see, there's a lot of money out there, and every amount kind of adds up. There is no limit on the amount of external scholarships that you can get, but internally, U of H does have a limit on how much scholarship money you can get internally. And Fernando and Wafik, you could correct me if I'm wrong. But I think there is a limit with the internal, but with the external, hey, go for it. This is money that's out there for you to use. So that's a scholarship universe. If you go to from here, if you go to just UH's, and I do want to show you guys this. This is our College of Technology website that Wafik will go over. But a lot of times when I'm trying to find stuff, I just go through the search bar right here. And if you type in UH scholarships, it will take you to some of our other scholarships through U of H. It talks about the scholarship universe, but then we have all of these other scholarships, which may not be in the scholarship universe. So I say look through these and see which ones you qualify for as well. If you're an international student, you do need to make sure you are reading the criteria for some of these scholarships because they may require that you are a Texas resident, that and things like that. So make sure you're reading that if you are an international student. But that's a scholarship, the other UH scholarships. So before I turn it over to Wafik, breaking news here. This scholarship was literally, these scholarships are literally just sent to me yesterday. Did not know they existed. So I want to show you guys really quickly these as well. And I have that page up, and I will send you this PowerPoint as well so you can have the link. But these are alumni student scholarships. The application deadline is April the 1st. So you have some time. You can apply here. There's even a contact person that you can reach out to, Ms. Beth Bork, looks like. But you can read through this, but this is another avenue of scholarships. So I wanted to share that with you all because I didn't know about this till yesterday, which is awesome. So, all right. So now I am going to pass it on to Wafik to go over our College of Technology scholarships and the checklist.
Thank you, Monique. Let me share my screen. Y'all able to see that? Okay. So real quick, I'm gonna show you all how to get to the College of Technology scholarships and go through a little bit of them. So if you go to the College of Technology's website, under the advising tab, you will go to financial aid and scholarships and then College of Technology scholarships. So once you get to this landing page, right here, you have the online scholarship applications. These links will take you to outside websites. So just like how the scholarship portal that Monique showed you earlier, they take you to another website. These would also do the same. So right here, two of the main ones that our students look at are the College Technology General Scholarship, which is a monthly basis, and then the College Technology Collective Scholarship Opportunities, which are shown farther down on the page, and I'll just go over that a little bit. The main difference between the two is the general scholarship is awarded based on merit, so awarded based on your grades and academic standing, that type of thing. The collective scholarships, they have different criteria that you can look at as you go through the list of scholarships down here. One thing to know is that if you do not know your Office 360 account, you can find that through Access U of H, and once you click on here, it'll take you to an office form. So once you come down here, an easy way to see all the scholarships is show 75, and then as you scroll down, you're able to see the scholarship's name, the program or major that the scholarship's for, the criteria, so the GPA criteria, also if it's awarded multiple awards or a single award. One big thing that we like to tell students is while some of the scholarships are a minimum GPA of 2.5, having that 3.0 gives you access to more scholarships. So as we scroll down, you're able to see all the different scholarships the college offers. And then for the other scholarships opportunities, I'll just show you like sort of the Great Minds Scholarship. If you click on the link, it'll take you to their application. So their overall minimum GPA is a 3.0 on a 4.0 scale. And then it gives you more information about their scholarships. And now I'll show you all a quick checklist. Yeah. Okay. So for this checklist, it's a good one to use for the college technologies and also scholarships in general that you're applying for. So academic information. Some scholarships require you have recommendation letters, so getting a minimum of at least 2, because most scholarships will ask for 1 to 2 recommendation letters. And like I said earlier, having that 2.5 GPA and up, so you're able to have access to more scholarships. This is a big one. Know your academic major. It may sound kind of funny, but just know that because some students maybe change their major or their major or they plan to change it. They don't know if it changed fully. So just know your academic major at the time you apply. One thing to note is that for the multiple scholarships, I'll go back to it real quick. For the multiple scholarships opportunities, the application deadline is March 31st. So with that on here, you'll put in like your own information such as like GPA and everything, but in the college will actually pull your official GPA. So just know, say you have a 2.5 now, but you do really good in your classes, you may have a 3.0 once by the time we actually pull all the information. So back to the checklist. For the financial information, proof of employment, some scholarships will ask for proof of employment, whether that's you working 10 hours or 20 hours a week. And then some of the miscellaneous information for school activities. The school activities, community service, and awards, those are different information that'll help you be in better standing. So say you have a 3.0, but you're involved with different student orgs, you have the community service, and you have multiple awards. That will make you stand or look better in the eyes of a committee than somebody that just has a 3.5 and nothing else. So just knowing that, and we'll also send out this checklist to everybody once the workshop is over. And that's all I have, so I'm gonna pass it to Fernando next.
Thank you. So I'm going to share my screen and talk a little bit about improving your odds when you're applying for scholarships. Let's see. Okay. So say you see a scholarship that you're interested in or scholarship that you're interested in, but you're not sure of your eligibility requirements. But if you meet the eligibility requirements for the scholarship. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make an appointment with your academic advisor. If you're not sure what your GPA is, we can show you what your GPA is. If you're not meeting the GPA requirements for the scholarship that you're interested in. We can help you improve your GPA. If you're enrolled in full-time status and you need to make certain grades to raise your GPA by a certain point in order to meet the deadline for the scholarship. We can help you with that. If you're not sure what your enrollment status is, I think a lot of the scholarships require full-time enrollment. If you're not sure what that means, we can help you. If you're enrolled in part-time status and you need additional course options to get into so that you can meet the full-time enrollment status, we can help you. So if you're needing help in meeting the eligibility requirements for a scholarship or scholarships that you're interested in, go ahead and make an appointment with your academic advisor for your respective majors. And next is to understand the difference between being an awarded in a scholarship and what a gift is. So when you're awarded in a scholarship, it's something that you've earned, something that you've worked for. If you have a high GPA that helped you meet the eligibility requirements, if you're doing extracurricular activities, all those things is helping you get awarded that scholarship, and it's something that you've earned. It's something to be proud of. And most of the time, students will see that differently than something that was just given to them. When they've worked for something, when they've earned something, when they've worked hard for it, and their hard work is paying off, they treat it differently. They see it differently. They tend to take care of it. They want to be able to celebrate their achievement. So when you've been awarded in a scholarship, it's something that you've earned, something that you've worked hard for, something to be proud of. And then next, I want to talk about some student organizations that the College of Technology offers. I believe there's 14, and they're spread out across different majors. So regardless of what your major is, there is something for you. So the student organizations is a wonderful way to get involved with other students, faculty, and community members who share your interests and career goals. So if you're wanting to get involved, a scholarship requires, or even if it doesn't, but you want to show that you're doing extracurricular things aside from doing well at school, this is definitely something that you would want to consider. And even if you're just wanting to make friends, if you're just wanting to get involved, this is a great way to do it. And not only that, whenever you're applying for either internships or when you're getting closer to graduation and you want to start looking for jobs, being a part of student organizations looks really good on your resume, and employers see that hey, this student not only is doing really well in school, they're also doing other things besides their studies. So it shows that you're doing more than the bare minimum, and that's something that a person that they would want to join their team. And there is a link here that shows all of the student organizations. So again, regardless of what your major is, there is something for everybody. And it has a link to their website, how to join, how to become a member, who to contact if you're interested in. So this is definitely something good that you would want to get involved in, add to your resume, and it will help with your scholarship eligibility requirements, if that's what the scholarship requires. And then if a scholarship requires a letter of recommendation, it is good to build a good student and advisor relationship. Or if it doesn't even have to be an advisor, it could be a mentor, it can be an instructor, it could be a professor, anybody that you have a good student working relationship with can provide you with a letter of recommendation for your scholarship. But it's also good that if you are high achieving, if you have a good GPA, and if you are involved, it gives the person who is writing your letter of recommendation something to work with. So this is an example from one of our other academic advisors here in the College of Technology. They talk about here, the student is doing really well in their TLIM program, the Technology Leadership Innovation Management Program. Things that they're learning Talks a little bit about their history of where the student came from, why they chose their major, what they plan to do when they get out, things that they've been doing here that's not just education, things that they've been doing otherwise, extracurricular activities. So the more that you do, it gives the person who is writing your letter of recommendation more to work with and better praise you in the letter so that way you have a better chance of getting your scholarship. And I believe that's all I have for improving your odds. So I'll toss it back to Monique.
Thank you, Fernando. Thank you, Afi. So we just have two more slides. You guys can see this. So our next COT workshops, we have one coming up on March 9th. It's an in-person workshop, and it's going to be with our first year advisor, Andreas Acosta, and he is going to talk about UH Sugarland, the programs that are there, and what life is like at UH Sugarland. But the workshop is here at main campus, 12:30 to 1:15. There's free food, so come join us. You can sign up on the COT website. Um, we will have career workshops coming up in the next couple of months, so please check the website, check your email. Every Friday, we send out an email with the latest information and how to sign up for this stuff. So check your UH email. Our graduate programs are having virtual sessions every, I want to say, Wednesdays or so and Fridays. But check the COT website; it's there, and you can sign up if you're interested in attending graduate school. So, last but not least, thank you for watching a recording. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you are successful in getting some scholarships this spring. And if you do not mind, please scan this and answer just a few questions so that we know how to make these workshops even more beneficial for you guys in the future. And thank you all for joining us. Have a good Friday.